Well, it's time. We gotta build the engine for shit truck because we're kind of running out of time. So let's get moving. The freeze plugs are fairly straightforward to install. I just used a big old socket to kind of tap them in. It was almost the same size as the inside of this freeze plug. And I don't know who stole my damn hammer, but all I have is this big axe, so I'm going to use the blunt end of that. The main caps have arrows on them that point towards the front of the engine. And they go in a specific order, or at least I think they do. So we're going to carefully lay these on a piece of cardboard on a table, so we have them in the correct order while we get this crank in here. Now if you're wondering, like I was, wait, which side goes which? Do we put the one with a hole on the block itself, or the one without the hole? Well, the one without the hole won't line up. There's these little marks here that retain the bearing so they don't, go back and forth. And they will only fit in there one way, and that would be with the ones with a hole going to the block. So, easy as that. Well, I don't know who took my damn gloves, but I have a Ziploc bag, so I probably should have done this before I put the bearings in here, but whatever, we're good. This is assembly lube, by the way. Alright, now we can't forget our, what do you call this, a rear main seal. I'm going to zoom in real close here. Okay, so you see that this has a directional kind of a thing here. It goes that way. But basically we want this part to face inside the engine, and the idea is like, let's say that you have, your seal here, and that part goes this way. And the oil's pushing up against it. The oil can't get out. If you angled it this way, the oil could just slip right through. So that's what I'm gonna do. So in we go. Please. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay. Alright. Not bad. A little heavy, but not too heavy. So we're just kind of snugging them down just so this will still kind of move freely. I'm not even going to put the back cap on yet. We'll save that for when we actually put this thing together. So that's that. We can start doing our rods and pistons. Alright, well we did a preliminary piston here, and it turned out good. But now that I know it works, why don't we do the rest of them? Let's get you in here, buddy. Boom. Whoa. Okay. Alright, last one. So, let's get you in there, buddy. So this is going to be setting this way. The ring manufacturer specifically requests that you put the gap at the bottom of the piston. And then as far as the two support rings, one opening here, one opening here. That's 1, 2. So the arrow's pointing that way. This is the top of the engine physically. And they want you to put these at 10 and 2. I have a tool for this. Now the second ring actually has the word top laser engraved into it. It may also have a dot, and it's important that you do put this to the top. There are ring pliers. I'll put this one at 10 or 2, and then this one doesn't matter. It would have top written on it, or it'd have a dot on it. So. Put that in the engine. And I'm just adding a little bit of oil to the cylinder walls by hand so the rings don't go in dry. Again, obviously you can't put these in the wrong way because there's no groove there. There is a groove there. Kind of hard to mess these up. Our assembly lube. Not being shy with that. Again, you can't put these the wrong way because they have a little notch in them. This way. Alright, let's carefully line this rod up with a crank before we mess something up. That should, hypothetically, be perfect. Okay. Last one. Now, of course, we can't forget about our rear main cap. I'm just going to put a little tiny dab of silicone here. And then hypothetically, this won't leak at all. Should go that way so that our little outward thingy is going, like the angled thing is going towards the inside. And this should, hypothetically, line right up. I'm sorry, but I forgot to turn the damn camera on. I didn't record this, but all of these are now torqued down to spec, starting in the middle and then working your way out, as you should. Of course, I have a couple of fans while I'm doing this. While we're here... Oh, that's a heavy thing. Let's put our cam in here. Okay. Okay, our cam is in. I am missing the key for the crankshaft. I don't know where it is, so we'll have to get a new one. Okay, we have an old balancer, and I have the old keyways, so I was able to get the crank sprocket on there. I just realized I'll have to take this one off to get the chain on it. But first, we make sure that those two are lined up. This is the circle. This is what the timing chain manufacturer recommends. And then we take off the cam sprocket and put the chain on it, and then tighten the cam sprocket to spec. There we go. That tracks. Three more. I can't do this. I can't. I gotta use a wrench. Oh boy. Well, we're this close. We're this close to putting that engine and transmission into this truck. So I really look forward to that because I have the truck tent for this thing, and we can just... Okay, those birds took off and they scared the absolute hell out of the cat just now. Anyway, I have a truck tent for this thing, so we can just kind of go out in the middle of nowhere in the forest or something and camp. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. As usual, you be good while I'm gone, and I'll see you next time. Have a good week.